case of two dynamic young players just showing their stuff, or could you guys have done a better job?
Well, we had some turnovers that led to those opportunities, or some of those opportunities. And, we just, coming into the game, we felt our number one key was ball security and taking care of it. And, 11 turnovers sounds pretty good. But they had 7, and we had untimely ones in the fourth that led to a lot of their opportunities. So, and yes, those two guys are very good. And Fox, once again, was an enormous problem. And I thought the play that really defined the game was him getting that offensive rebound, off the drive. And, they had 22 second chance points, and we had 14. And so that tells the story of the game. We did a lot of really good things. We rebounded them for the game, which was great. We got to the free throw line a lot. We attacked the paint. Luka did a great job of attacking the paint and making things happen there. And we just last couple minutes we didn't make enough plays.
Dirk hit shots, only had 11 minutes. Is that just how the rotation worked out today?
At halftime, he actually said he would prefer to come off the bench, just to, pending what the matchup was going to be. And it was tough when they didn't bring Koufos back. It just, it was just a tough deal. I was talking to him during the second half, and we pretty much agreed it'd be tough to get him back in there, especially as cold as he was at that point. So, look, here's a guy with 32,000 points. It's willing to not start the second half, because the matchups were tough, and we'd gotten off to a rough start at the beginning of the game. But once again, I can't be too negative. There's a lot of good things we're doing. Once again, I especially like the way Doncic attacked the paint, but it came down to a game of inches, and the turnover possessions were big.
Can you pinpoint what Luka's three-point shooting struggles have come from? Is it legs? Is it tired legs? It feels like over the past month or so he's been a lot lower than usual.
I just think he's got to stay with it. We're spending a lot of time looking at his threes and his step-back threes, and I'm encouraging him to take the step-backs, provided that he creates good separation and balance. And I thought he had both tonight. There was, 5 or 6 of them that were in and out. I only thought one of them was a really tough shot. It was the one, the first half, over by, it was over by Cowboy Stadium. It was so far out. It was just a tough shot. But up against the clock. But I just kept feeling like he was gonna bust loose and hit a couple of them, and it just didn't happen. And so just gotta stay with it.
Three-pointers aside, he had a very efficient night. Just days after struggling against the same team, same personnel. How does a player do that, where you can just switch over against this team in such a short period of time?
Well, we're rested tonight. We're 2 days of rest. The other night we were back-to-back. They weren't. That's certainly a factor. Look, we learned some things playing 5 nights ago. We didn't do a good job with ball security that night. We didn't rebound well. Our transition defense wasn't great. Tonight we held them to a very manageable fast break points number until the fourth quarter. We were really doing a lot of the things that we felt we needed to do, and then they busted out for some transition threes. And second shots killed us. So that's kind of where we are.
Coach, what do you think of the reception the fans gave Harrison?
Oh, that was great. That was great. He deserves a warm reception. And he had the kind of game that you come to expect from him. Just a workmanlike, consistent, game in all areas. And he had some timely buckets. I thought his 2 or 3 buckets to start the second half got them going a little bit. And they were down 7. They ran a play to duck him in. He made a tough shot, over Cleaver, and that got it to 5, and then they were able to chip away from there. So he's in a good situation, and I'm happy for him. I wish we still had him here because he's a hell of a player. But business is business, and he'll do great there. And we'll have to. We'll do well with whatever happens this summer with the space that opened up.
Luka tied Magic for third most triple doubles for a rookie. You obviously familiar with Magic. What are your kind of reflections of just him being in that company?
Third most for a rookie.
For a rookie.
So who has the most?
Oscar.
How many does he have? Like
26.
26. Who's got second most?
Ben Simmons with 12.
12. How many's got 6?
7.
7. Yeah. Look, I'll put it this way: he's one of the top players in the game. On a lot of levels. He's still young. He's still learning. But his impact is undeniable.